Welcome to the podcast series, Small Business Survival Conversations. Through our weekly conversations, we hope to provide you with strategies and insights, knowledge and expertise to enlighten you as you work to build and grow your business. Here are your hosts, Anna Steinfest and Dr. Michael Troyer.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to our program. I'm Michael Troyer, and I'm here with Anna Steinfest. Hi, Anna.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for being with us.
And our topic today is, what can artificial intelligence, such as ChatGPT, do for you? So for those of you who are been holding back just a little bit, you're just not sure about this stuff called AI, we want to help you begin to swim a little bit in this new pond that's kind of exciting. I think the first message is there might be a good reason to use AI, even though, those who think it's great and there's those who think it's going to take over the world and we should be wary. I see it as a tool. And I like something an author recently shared, that we should look at it in how it might free up some of our time from all those mundane tasks we have to get done, such as sorting email, for example, or having somebody track certain parts of a manufacturing process for us to be sure they're getting done. AI can do those things, and we can free up a person of honest knowledge and intelligence to do the things she's really good at, not have her do those other things. So in a sense, we're saying there's a return on investment when you use them as tools and get your good people doing the things they're good at and not those little things.
Absolutely, Michael. Absolutely. I believe in what just you said, especially this tool is crucial for small business owners. And small business owners are our targeted audience, people who are listening to us. So that's why we want to share with you how you can utilize it, how you can make your life better. And with AI, everything goes better, faster, and cheaper. And that adds money to our bottom line. So that's why we promised you, as you remember, in some other past episodes, that we will spend few episodes a month giving you tools and how to utilize AI.
And you're not going to be letting somebody go. You're going to be making better use of the humans you have by using this tool called AI, because it'll make you and it'll make them better, quicker.
That's correct. And in fact, in one of our previous episodes, when we were talking about branding, we promised to give you a tool where you can simplify your message. Guess what? I mean, we're talking about ChatGPT, but again, there's some other platforms worth mentioning: ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini, Perplexity, all these different, we should say these are one of the most popular platforms. You can utilize them to help you simplify your message. When you're struggling, how should I simplify my message and send it to the targeted audience? Utilize these particular platforms.
In fact, in another episode, we're going to talk about how to effectively prompt ChatGPT and other AI programs to give you what you need. But first, we want to give you a sense of all the different things it can do for you. So, for example, if you need to track some of the most basic numbers any business owner ought to track and learn, ask ChatGPT to give you those basic financial numbers you ought to be looking at. It may give you a bigger list than you want, but you've got a starting point. It's just giving you a list of, here's the things you ought to know on a weekly basis. Oh, okay. I didn't have to ask my accountant for that. I just had to type in a quick prompt and boom, it's on the screen in front of me.
And for some of you who have not even started a business, but still listening to us, let me give you another example. You can ask ChatGPT, for example, you decide to open a French bakery. We don't have French bakeries here in our neighborhood, Michael. So
I wish we did. Oh,
I know. I'll be there.
yes.
So you can ask ChatGPT what type of expenses you will anticipate, and that will give you a starting point with the budget, how much budget you need to start a French bakery.
And the wonderful thing about that I want to add is that, let's say you lay out what you think some of the expenses are. You can ask ChatGPT, do I have any blind spots here? What have I missed in my layout of my budget? And ChatGPT may offer you some other things you haven't put on your list. You share your list and then come back and but you forgot insurance to cover your risks if somebody gets injured when they walk in the door to buy your croissant, or who knows. Those are the things that's so useful.
And sometimes for small business owners, we cannot afford having a virtual assistant. Guess what? ChatGPT is your virtual assistant.
Yes.
So you can simply copy your email from your emails and drop the email to the chat and ask, can you respond to this email? And you can just set, my response should include 1 or 2 words. That's it. And ChatGPT will create for you a total email. So you don't have to spend a lot of time like going through, especially sometimes I receive a long emails and I don't have time to read this long email. So I just will drop it and or sometimes I'll say, summarize it. What should I respond? Things like that. So
Let's say I have an employee that I need to point out to them that they keep making this same mistake. So I've written a little email to them. Then I ask ChatGPT to edit it for me, shorten it. But also I asked ChatGPT to maybe change my tone. Is my tone too harsh or is it too gentle? I can ask for different versions by just saying change the tone, make it firm, or make it supportive but directive, whatever terms I might want to use. ChatGPT can change what it's delivered to me based on the tone I'm asking it to give me. When you dig in, it has some really marvelous powers to help you in that regard.
And
Sometimes,
it
go
can
ahead.
critique, like Michael was mentioning, it can critique some of your papers or reports. If you're writing reports, you can drop it again and ask, what am I doing wrong? Or can you add or expand all these little intricate things? Because sometimes we have blocks. And you can ask ChatGPT. Again, we're talking about ChatGPT, but you can go Gemini, Claude, all these different platforms. Just because ChatGPT is one of the most popular one. That's why we're mentioning ChatGPT. So, but don't be scared and utilize some other platforms.
Let's say you have a meeting with a couple of people in your firm. Maybe you're a small micro business, but you still got 2 or 3 important people, and you have a meeting. And maybe you're using another app called Block or something like that records whatever is said in the meeting. Then you can go to ChatGPT and say, would you tell me what action items came out of that meeting that we just had? If you have a written copy of the notes from your meeting, ChatGPT can click on and say, the meeting said these 3 things are going to be need to happen. It can pull out those action items, as we might call them, the follow-throughs.
And in fact, yesterday, Michael, because I had a training on AI, there was this new app. The name of the app is Gamma, GAMMA. And through that, the free version, you can upgrade, of course. They can create a new website for you. You just have to tell them what exactly field you are, and up to 8 pages. It is totally free. And on the top of it, it can bring pictures. So you don't have to do anything. It's amazing. It can create also presentations and all different things. So just utilize some other platforms, which we'll have a episode on different platforms, what exactly they do. But we just wanted to make sure that we want to make you aware of the tools you can utilize. Because before that, we were kind of prisoners of some of the marketing firms who will charge us like thousands of dollars making website for us or creating a brochure and things like that. Right now, you can access some of this for free or very, very minimal fee.
And that's kind of what some people refer to as the democratizing element of this new technology, and that you cannot compete with the big firms. You don't have to have a marketing department that you've hired and you can't afford right now. It's there through artificial intelligence, all these different apps that are evolving. And we mentioned in a previous episode about being sure that you're dealing with your complex audience. Let's say that your particular audience needs to understand you, and you need to keep your words simple. You can ask artificial intelligence, ChatGPT or whomever, to put it at a 5th grade level of understanding. Think of that. So you can write something and then ask ChatGPT to bring it down to a level that the people you're trying to reach will understand. Sometimes I love words, so I use words that nobody else is going to understand except me, foolish me. So I have to have them taken out. Thank you, ChatGPT. You make things a little more understandable. That's the power of all of this. We hope we've given you some ideas here for the ways in which you can use this wonderful technology. As Anna just said, you have a virtual assistant sitting right there on your computer in front of you that can do so many things. And you have to step in, get your feet wet, and try it out. It's pretty exciting stuff.
Don't be scared. That's what we want to tell you. Don't be scared and just dive in.
And remember, we're going to have an episode on prompting, how to tell it what you need it to do. It's not as scary as it sounds.
Thank you, everyone.
You've been listening to the Small Business Survival Conversation podcast. Make sure to like, rate, and review the show. And don't forget to join us next week for another episode. In the meantime, hook up with us on our Facebook group at Small Business Survival Tools and Tips. Till next time, thank you for listening.